How has quarter-century Bonanza been affecting the market? This Wednesday, the Blood Moon deck box is going to be up on my site. This is another collab with Gem. We've gotten the Light Swarm box, and we have gotten the other boxes out of the way. The only one that we're still waiting on is the Con to come in, and that should be November. But this will be done in early 2025. We're putting the pre-order up for it. And, of course, the first chunk will come with the Field Center, as it says up here. So I'll leave a link down below so you guys can get this added to your favorites, so you can be ready to get it on Wednesday morning. Make sure you guys smash the little crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more content. Comment down below when you be walking in the booster pack, just because I forget to mention it. Some videos goes, I'm an old fart, doesn't mean that it's not there. Alright, so we have Centurion. Yeah, I just want to start this off. There's nothing that I'm expecting in the set to really affect this, but $65 on stand-up Centurions. Trudea is coming in about 62s. Primaris have actually become the cheaper one, which is actually kind of funny, at 57 right now. Oxwillas, still 11 listings on up to $67. You can get a nice Korean version here for $20 that is definitely not legal, and I hate that it's listed here. And then, of course, Legatia quarter centuries up to about, well, it looks like you're looking at about 75. There's one here for 69, but 8 listings is a little bit spooky, I guess. Wake up, Centurion. This is now up to $43. You know what's very funny about this? You could have bought this when it was $20. Nobody would have batted an eye at you. I remember talking about that on Market Watch, being like, this is cheap for a 1-of. Yeah, it's so cheap for a 1-of that it just accelerated on up. Very, very, very much. Meanwhile, Chimera is still 20 bucks. Poor card doesn't even see play. CR Legatia, $19 for the budget players at home. MF coming in at 18 bucks. And then, of course, Trudea Ultras are 15s. You know, those haven't really fallen all that much. I'm actually kind of happy to see that. Primaris coming in about 15s, and Trudea reprints are also 15s. And Primera reprints are 13s. So it looks like both versions of these have kind of synchronized right now, which is probably a good thing, actually. When you can see cards kind of realigning with themselves, not really doing too crazy things, it's pretty good. Caius, the Shadow Turd. Yes, the Edison madman himself. You know, I'm wondering, you've had no sale since 1014. We just had the announced reprint today, but lowest is 545 for mod play, and 600s across the board with a 700er here. I really am truly wondering if, you know, people are still going to, you know, kind of look at this card and be like, well, you know, it's still the higher rarity. I still want this style of Ultimate Rare versus a QCR. I am kind of curious about that. Duels League Purple Berries? Wow, these just don't exist. Gold Series Caius, this is back when they did good Gold Series. I think nobody's going to really argue with me on that. I think this is still pretty much the best. Of course, Blueberries 15s. Yeah, all Caiuses, man. Like, $12? More old Gold Series for 6s. Yeah, Caius has some crazy value going about it. Starfoils are also like $5. Battle Packs 4s. Yeah, this card genuinely has value. I just don't know if people choose to acknowledge that. So I am wondering how the reprint will hold up against that. Rise, on the other hand, really, these were over 100 for the Ultimate Rares. I feel like I've missed so much on these. Yeah, 122, 123, the way it looks up here. Sure. I mean, your last sale was for $175. I really wish. Thanks for not letting me see the picture there. But outside of that, I mean, 85. Oh, man, somebody spent $200 on Ariza. People are crazy with their old Monarchs, man. Like, I understand that putting a card to the top of your opponent's deck was absurd, but man, that's pretty crazy to see. And then, of course, Mobius. Mobius is one of those ultimates that you'll always find in somebody's binder. That's just going to be the most destroyed copy of something that you've ever actually seen. Trust me. These didn't get out very well from the area. Yeah, mod plays are $25 all day long. It's just how it is. But that near mid going to cost you a nice 104. It's not the worst thing in the world to be seeing, but it's not the best thing in the world. That's just the status of this card. I mean, obviously, you have other printings of it. You know, you get your supers where you can. You know, oh boy, DR3, $22. It's the same thing as a super rare. All this Final Fantasy stuff in here too. Oh, and then of course the Ghost Rare for $13. Yeah, I've seen enough. Azamina Mu Resalago. I don't know why people are shocked about this. You know, this was $49. And guess what? People started to realize, oh, Bat Mommy is kind of cheap. And that's why you started to see the card. It's so strange that we're hitting $70, $54, $65, $72. Like, why is that? Why is it? It's because it's the searcher of the deck. You make this like that. You have instant utility access to what you need. That's why the card is going up in price. Cheap bling that people can look at as a one of will always be a selling point to players. People will look at these things and they will go, hey, I can afford $50 for a nice card that, you know, I'll use mid combo and be able to do things with. I mean, makes sense, right? Dominus Impulse. Good news, everybody. I feel like the professor from Futurama. Good news, everybody. Dominus Impulse. You know, you had a sale back here. What we like to call the $283, the $283, the $275, the $282. You know, you have one cheap one, which is probably going to be gone by the time this goes up in a couple hours, but that's fine. You're still looking at $275 per copy of this. And I know a few people were talking about, you know, fees on that have to be insane. Like, you got to be getting, what, like $240? You're losing like $30? I mean, yeah, sure, but a lot of other people are going to look at this and they're going to go, I'll be happy with the $240. They might have just pulled this out of one pack. I'm telling you, one pack magic is such an insane thing that actually happens out here that people really need to underestimate how insane that actually happens is. But hey, $275? Sure, why not, right? That's $900 a play set versus how much is was now? These are about $400. So you're looking at about $1,200. You're looking about $2,100 across 6 cards if you were to bling out your deck. I know the average player doesn't need to know that, but that is a hilarious thing. Ancient Gear Daddy. You know, a heavy play for $150. I would really like to know what's wrong with this heavy play, because there's a difference between damaged, you know, scuffed around, bent in half, Ninja Naruto symbols out here versus, you know, heavy play. I am curious about that, though. I've seen some pretty good damaged cards throughout time, though. You can get a ultimate rare. Hold on, wait, what? Minor scuffs on the back from mod play? That doesn't look. For $190, that doesn't look bad. I mean, that right there's a little bit rough, but okay, sure. It's probably the cheapest Ancient Gear Golem I've seen in a long while. Wow, these really have not aged well. Ooh, nice Italian with no picture. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, light plates are going to cost you $300 plus. I mean, makes sense, right? Gold Sarcophagus. Oh, boy. So you can get an Ultra Pharaoh's Rare for like $200. Yeah, I didn't see that one coming. You can get a Secret Pharaoh's Rare for $45, which doesn't look too bad. I still prefer this. I think this is the best looking Gold Sarc, honestly. But quarter centuries, we have $11 right now, and people are like, oh, no, go get yourself a Pharaoh, what was it? The Pharaoh's Championship, or whatever it was called, out of, there's only like 3 or 4 of these in the world, actually, and they're like $10,000 to $11,000 at the moment. It's kind of crazy to think about out here, but yeah, some interesting little things kind of popping on about. Gold Sarcophagus doing its job. Dandelion Ultimate Rares, looks like these have actually kind of fallen a little bit. Looks like a couple people are freaking out. Looks like nice $132, 138, 140. Okay, I mean, sure, it's not good to be seeing the big boys crashing on down here. Like, Caius has had no real immediate fall down action. This isn't really doing too terribly either, but it's enough to kind of, I guess, be a little bit concerned with. And, of course, Tragodias. Wow, 120 now. Big boy really is calming down. Yeah, this thing didn't have much sales data anyway. Oh, no, actually, these are still going. 100, 132, wow. I mean, this is getting sales. Interesting. Yeah, it looks like about 130 on up to about 140 the way it looks. Okay. You get them, Tragodia. I'm happy to see that you're doing your thing out here. So, a very high-end market watch today, but I just wanted to showcase some of the big boys out here and see how things are going on the market. And we'll return back to some more hilarity like we did on Monday. You guys have a good rest of your day. Leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and peace out, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.